match of the day man, and he did it for years, 20, 25 years. It was a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Um, so
it
yeah, good
was.
luck to him. I think he will actually be sort of missed, and I think match of the day will still retain, if you like, its importance to football fans because, I don't always. To be honest, I don't often watch it. I'm either out somewhere or I'm watching something else if I'm in or doing something else.
All
So I'm
right.
not. I'm not a great fan of it. Partly because although I think the pundits like Shearer, they're very good, but maybe I feel that the football fan is viewing the game. We know what's going on, and I always got a feeling that we don't really need to be told or the analysis of they did this, they did that. We can see, and if you know anything about football, you can see that for yourself. So I think there's almost a case for a program which just shows the games. You don't
All right.
always need people commenting. Perhaps a lot of people like that. I don't know, but anyway,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. I just thought, well, if you can't catch all the games live, which is,
Oh yeah,
impossible. Anyway, you might as well watch the
yeah, of
highlights.
course.
So that's why I watch it. I just look at the highlights and I think, um, you can sort of tell from the highlights that they would
Yeah.
show you how the game panned out. Um, in a short period of time, and then you get that over, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
6 games, and you're able to then see how the game went, or whatever happened in the
And I
game.
think a lot of people probably are like that. So I watch it occasionally, but I
Right.
suppose because I go to football, I'm not so bothered. But I've got two or three buddies who, if I'm speaking to them on the day for any reason, they say, "Don't tell me the scores," and I know that now because they don't follow the scores because they want to
Right.
watch match of the day and
Yeah.
get the scores from that, which is quite a good way to do it. They don't go to football, these people, so it's quite good to see the games and not know the outcome. But yeah, it's obviously a staple in football fans' diet, if you like. Match of the day is a key thing, isn't it? I must admit, I like the live games on Sky Sports as much as anything, and they're going to have a lot more this year, 215, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see. We'll have more Sky games
Indeed.
on there, which is
Indeed.
good. Which is good.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what you make of Chelsea last season, but what do you think of them this season? Because considering they've won the FIFA World Cup, which I know you're not too bothered about, but I just thought
The
the
club
club World,
World Cup. Yeah.
the club World Cup, and
Yeah.
then they've played. Um, After that, I think they played Inter Milan on Sunday, and I think it was 19 minutes into the game because I was watching it. 19 minutes into the game, one of the a player on the other team on the other side were red carded. So for 70 something minutes of the game, they obviously played with a man down into Milan,
Yeah.
and I think they lost by 4 goals to 1, which which I thought was one-sided in a way. But then it still showed that Chelsea
Mm.
is a team to watch. So because they obviously have Dilap now, and there's another new player there. I can't remember his name now, but he was very good. Um, Now, what do we make of Chelsea? And I'm Chelsea, and I'm saying this with all seriousness because they're winning. They're really winning games, and they really
Yeah.
play. Watch their games. Before they played Inter Milan, I think they played. one of the German teams, is it Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund, and they beat them 2 goals to nil. Uh, and and guess who was the manager? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
who was it? Who was
Eric
it?
Eric Ten Hag,
Eric Ten Hag. Yeah,
your friend.
your favourite man. See,
So,
I had time for Eric. I liked Eric.
all
I
right,
did.
okay. Well, I'm not one of his fans anyway. So, anyway, what do we make of Chelsea going into the new season?
Well, again, I was listening coming back from Wembley on the radio in the car on
Right,
Sunday,
right,
and I can't think of the name of the pundits, but they were ex-footballers, so they knew their stuff, and they were giving their predictions as to all sorts of predictions for this coming season at how it will finish. But
right.
two of them, I think their top four, as far as I remember, was going to be sort of Liverpool, Manchester City. Not everybody thought Manchester City would win it by a long shot, but Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and then Arsenal. So Chelsea and
Right.
Arsenal featured there. So I think people have picked up on what you're suggesting, that in the close season and these events, these games, matches that Chelsea have been having, they are definitely showing um, a ruthlessness, and that
They
they're a
are.
great side, aren't they? They're a
They
great side. So,
are.
yeah, and in a way, it will be quite nice. Not just not because it's a Southern team or a London team. I mean, I'm not a Londoner myself anyway. Um, but in one way, it would be nice to break the stranglehold in the Premier League of the northern teams of Liverpool, Manchester City, in the past Manchester United, and it is good to see the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea, and of course Palace now coming on quite strong. So yeah, I think Chelsea are going to have a good season. I can't. I'm trying to think of his name. I don't think it was Nicholas Jackson, but the other day one of their players was saying he wants to leave Chelsea. One of their
Right.
big players, and I can't think. I'm not sure if it's the guy who played for England. He wears the bandana around his head.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know. Could be him, but I was surprised to read that, given that Chelsea look to be on the up at the moment. They do. So, yeah, to answer your question, I think Chelsea are going to have a good season, and will actually almost realise the potential that's been there for the last few years. They've never quite fulfilled. They've had good starts, but then they've hiccuped a bit, and it sort of slows down. I just think they're going to prove to be a handful for any team. And in fact, it's interestingly, it's Palace's and Chelsea's first league game on Sunday. Palace are at Chelsea, so that's going to be quite an interesting one. I'd like to think Palace will obviously win, but I think a draw could be a more likely result. But yeah, I think Chelsea are going to be a decent team this season.
Yeah. Well, I hope they win. I hope they win the league.
It
I
will
know,
be, and
because I,
I mean,
'cause I know
just changing the
Manchester United
subject.
is not gonna. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I'm only going to say a quick mention to Bradford City. They got promoted,
They
and
did.
I think they've got a good side there. And I again, a bit like I said about Chelsea, I think Bradford will do well this season because quite clearly they had a good side who got promoted. Do you ever follow them at all?
No.
You don't. Hey,
No, I
you
don't.
ought to give them a look sometime.
I
They're a
will. I
good
will. I will
side.
start. I will start doing that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, this is all we've got time for. Do you want to do the conclusion
Oh
for us,
well.
bro? Yeah.
Yeah, time went quickly. There we are, as
I
it
know.
always does. Okay, so hopefully you've listened to us and found something of interest. I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I am Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz. And you've been listening and watching the football referee. Um, and we hope you join us again next week. So it's a goodbye from me.
And cheers from me too.
Yeah. Ah.